Imagine tasting a city, not just seeing its skyline or walking its streets, but actually tasting its heart through the spice of its street food or the warmth of its old recipes. Imagine discovering a place through its flavors, each dish telling you where you are, who lives there, and what stories have been passed from one generation to the next. This isn't just travel, it's a journey across the most flavor-packed cities in the United States, where food isn't just something you eat, but something you feel. From smoky brisket in Austin to buttery lobster rolls in Maine, every bite has a heartbeat. So if you had to choose just one city, just one dish to define your next adventure, where would you go? Let's find out together. This is your ultimate foodie bucket list. And if you love stories told through spices and sauces, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this journey with a fellow food lover. Number 10, Portland, Oregon. You wake up to a soft drizzle tapping against your window outside. The city hums with quiet creativity. The scent of roasted coffee blends with the earthy air of the Pacific Northwest. You grab a pastry from a local food truck. The barista knows your name. And by noon, you're exploring hidden donut shops and artisan ramen houses. This is Portland, America's capital of quirk, craft, and culinary obsession. Home to over 600,000 people, it's not the biggest city, but it punches far above its weight in flavor. The cost of living, not the cheapest, but manageable. Rent for a one-bedroom averages around $1,700 downtown. But what you pay in rent, you save in endless food options, many under $10 and full of personality. Jobs here skew creative, design, green energy, tech startups, and a booming food and beverage scene make it a haven for dreamers. It's where chefs become artists, and baristas turn into neighborhood celebrities. Weather? Mild, moody, and made for flannel. Portland's rain is as iconic as its voodoo donuts. And safety-wise, one of the more walkable and community-driven cities you'll find on the West Coast. Culturally, Portland is proudly different. Its food reflects that. Vegan soul food, Korean, Mexican fusion, mushroom coffee. There's no rule book here, just ingredients and imagination. For nature lovers, it's paradise. Hike to a waterfall in the morning, sip local cider by a river in the evening, mountains, forests, and the Pacific, all just a drive away. Signature experience, voodoo donut. Try a maple bacon bar and you'll understand why. People line up for a sugar high that feels like a spiritual awakening. People love Portland because it feels personal, unfiltered, real. And for foodies, it's a place where the weird is wonderful and the food is unforgettable. Number 9, Savannah, Georgia. Imagine cobblestone streets beneath your feet, oak trees draped in Spanish moss, and the smell of slow-cooked BBQ floating through the air. Welcome to Savannah, Georgia, a city that tastes like history, butter, and soul. Home to just over 150,000 people, Savannah is the cozy southern cousin of Charleston, less polished, more haunted, and deeply comforting. The cost of living is gentle. Rent hovers around $1,400 for a one-bedroom downtown, and you can feast like royalty for the price of a fast food combo in other cities. The economy here leans on tourism, education, and a rising creative arts scene. The pace is slower, but life is fuller, and that means more time to enjoy pecan pie, fried green tomatoes, and pulled pork so tender it falls apart in your hands. Weather? Warm, humid, and kissed by the Atlantic. Winters are mild, summers are sticky, and there's always a breeze rolling in off the river. Safety? It varies, but the historic district is a gem. Charming, walkable, and full of friendly faces. Culture here is deep-fried and sugar-dusted. It's Southern hospitality wrapped in antique lace, art galleries, ghost tours, and family recipes passed down like heirlooms. Nature flows through the city's veins, river walks, marshlands, and secret gardens hidden behind wrought iron gates. Signature experience? A low country boil, shrimp, sausage, corn, and potatoes all steaming together in a pot of garlic and spice. It's messy, it's communal, and it tastes like summer memories. People love Savannah because it slows you down. It invites you to sit on the porch, sip sweet tea, and savor every bite. Number 8, Los Angeles, California. You're walking through a kaleidoscope of food trucks, beach breezes, and Hollywood dreams. Welcome to Los Angeles, the city where global flavors collide in the most delicious ways. With nearly 4 million people and cultures from every corner of the globe, LA isn't just a city, it's a global pantry. Living here isn't cheap. A one-bedroom in the city averages around $2,600 and groceries can hit hard. But where else can you grab Korean BBQ in Koreatown, vegan tacos in Silver Lake, and fresh sushi from a gas station that's better than most restaurants? Jobs are plentiful, especially in entertainment, tech, and startups. But the real draw for foodies, you can taste the world without ever leaving your zip code. Weather, sunshine, year-round. Safety depends on the neighborhood, but the city thrives on diversity, resilience, and constant reinvention. Culture here is always in motion, from hip-hop to yoga, surfboards to sound stages. Every identity finds a plate and a place. Nature, from beach picnics to hikes in Griffith Park. Outdoor dining is a lifestyle here, not a luxury. A signature experience. Korean BBQ at Kang Ho Dong Baek Jong. The meat sizzles at your table. The side dishes come in waves, and it all ends in a spicy, smoky, unforgettable feast. People love LA because it's possibility served on a plate. It's where food fads are born and where flavor always wins. Number 7, Charleston, South Carolina. Charleston is a living postcard, pastel buildings, horse-drawn carriages, and the kind of food that hugs you from the inside. With around 150,000 residents, it's not a big city, but it holds big flavor. Southern tradition meets modern elegance, especially when it comes to your plate. Rent for a one-bedroom averages about $1,900, and while it's rising in popularity, the charm and quality of life make it worth every cent. Jobs lean toward tourism, healthcare, and a growing tech scene. But for culinary creatives, Charleston is heaven. Chefs here don't just cook, they tell stories through their dishes. The weather, warm and breezy, perfect for patio brunches and waterfront seafood feasts. And safety, one of the more secure southern cities with a tightly knit community feel. Culturally, Charleston is deeply rooted. Gala heritage, colonial architecture, and music that carries you through cobblestone streets. Nature surrounds you. Marshes, beaches, rivers, and oysters as fresh as the breeze, a signature experience. Shrimp and grits, creamy, buttery, and kissed with spice. It's the taste of comfort, elegance, and southern soul in one bite. People love Charleston because it feels like home, even if you've never been. And once you've tasted it, you'll never forget it. Number 6, Chicago, Illinois. You step into a classic diner with Art Deco floors and smell deep dish pizza baking behind the counter. This is Chicago, bold, hearty, and unapologetically delicious, home to nearly 2.7 million people. It's a powerhouse of food, culture, and old-school swagger. Living here is manageable. Rent for a one-bedroom is around $2,000 downtown, and when it comes to food, every neighborhood is a new country, from Polish pierogies to Mexican tamales. Chicago is a world tour with a Midwestern heart. Jobs in finance, education, and tech thrive here, and the food scene, it's legendary. The weather, brutal winters, glorious summers, but no matter the season, the food, keeps you warm. Culturally, it's a rich mix: Italian beef, jazz clubs, and award-winning chefs pushing boundaries in kitchens across the city. Nature sneaks in through Lake Michigan, sprawling parks and bike trails that loop through tree-lined neighborhoods. Signature experience: deep dish pizza at Lou Malnati's. It's not just food, it's a molten monument to indulgence. People love Chicago because it's real, gritty, generous, and full of flavor. Number 5. Portland, Maine. Imagine lobster boats rocking gently in the harbor, sea air, salt water, and the scent of chowder drifting from a seaside shack. Welcome to Portland, Maine, the pearl of New England's culinary coast. With a population just over 68,000, Portland is small but mighty. Its downtown is walkable, its people are friendly, and its food is unforgettable. Housing is affordable, with rent for a one-bedroom averaging $1,700, and the quality of life: pure East Coast charm. Jobs revolve around tourism, fishing, and a strong small business scene. Chefs here are local legends, and restaurants compete to deliver the freshest fare. Weather is classic New England: cold winters, crisp autumns, and breezy summers. But it's the kind of weather that makes a bowl of clam chowder feel like a hug. Culturally, Portland feels like a Norman Rockwell painting served with a modern twist. It's heritage with flavor: signature experience, a lobster roll, warm butter, fresh claw meat, and a soft roll so good it's almost criminal. People love Portland because it tastes like home, even if you're just visiting. Number 4. Austin, Texas. You're sitting on a picnic bench, brisket melting in your mouth, live music in the background, and a spicy taco in your hand. This is Austin, Texas heat, creative beats, and food that makes you believe in magic. Home to about 1 million people, Austin is where Southern BBQ meets wild experimentation. It's unpretentious, unfiltered, and unforgettable. Rent is around $1,800 for a one-bedroom, but the food, worth every penny. From Franklin barbecues, 6-hour lines, to taco trucks parked under fairy lights, Austin feeds you well. And now jobs: booming, tech, startups, music, and a vibe that rewards originality. Weather: hot, but dry and festival perfect. Safety: high for a city this size, with neighborhoods that feel like family. Culturally, it's a city of rebels and rhythm. Food here is love, laughter, and salsa-drenched memories. Signature experience: brisket at Franklin's, smoky, tender, and spiritual. It's more than meat, it's a rite of passage. People love Austin because it lets you be yourself and feeds you like family. Number 3. San Francisco, California. You walk into a bakery and smell of fresh sourdough. Outside, fog rolls across the bay and the city rises like a storybook: colorful, historic, full of flavor. This is San Francisco, home to just over 800,000 people. It's a city that defines innovation on your plate and in your life. Rent: high, about $3,000 for a one-bedroom, but you're paying for access to one of the most revolutionary food cities in the world. Jobs thrive in tech, biotech, and creative fields, and the food: everything from mission burritos to Michelin stars. Weather is famously cool and crisp. Safety depends on the district, but walkability and natural beauty are second to none. Culturally, it's a city of thinkers, dreamers, and diners. Immigrant influences blend into something uniquely Californian: signature experience. A sourdough boule from Tartine paired with Dungeness crab and a view of the bay. People love San Francisco because it inspires them and feeds their soul in every way. Number 2, New York City, New York. You're surrounded by the hum of honking cabs, sizzling halal carts, and conversations in a dozen languages. The skyline rises above you like a promise, but down here on the street, it's all about the flavor. Bagels warm from the oven, a hot slice of pizza folding in your hand, the crunch of a fresh dumpling from a Chinatown stall. With over 8 million people and every culture imaginable, New York is the most diverse dining room on earth. Living here is pricey, no doubt. Rents are steep and groceries can be a punch. But what other city lets you eat Michelin-starred meals and $2 tacos on the same street? Jobs are fast and furious. Finance, fashion, media, tech. Everyone's hustling. But for food lovers, there's no better reward than the constant discovery. Signature experience, pastrami on rye at Katz's, one bite and you taste over a century of tradition. People love New York because it's alive. Every block, every food truck, every diner booth tells a story. Number one, New Orleans, Louisiana. It's late evening and jazz pours from a nearby courtyard. The smell of gumbo and beignets dances through the air, sweet and smoky. New Orleans doesn't follow trends. It writes its own recipe. With a population just under 400,000, it's a small city with a huge heart, affordable living, a booming food scene, and weather made for patio dining. Signature experience, gumbo, a smoky, soulful bowl that takes hours to make and generations to perfect. People love New Orleans because it welcomes you like family. It feeds your stomach, yes, but also your soul. So, after all these delicious stops, which one calls to your taste buds the most? This journey was more than a countdown. It was a tour of the senses, a reminder that food is memory, community, and identity. If you felt transported, if your stomach rumbled, or your heart skipped, leave a comment below and tell us your favorite flavor city. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with a fellow traveler who dreams in dishes